want you all to take this serious. Okay, this question is a hard question. Would you share your bed for money?
No. Airbnb.
Lots of different responses. It is a new trend, and it's called hot bedding. It's when people let strangers sleep in their bed when their partner isn't home and charge them a nightly fee. Sounds like prostitution. A woman in Australia says she makes more than $600 a month by sharing her bed. Literally, this is like Airbnb.
She's in the bed. We need to make that clear.
She's in the bed. She's renting out the space, the negative space.
Wow.
They're not cuddling. It's just like for more money.
I think we are, I mean, I know Erica's laughing, but I actually think we're really privileged because in the UK and Europe, this is actually a really big thing.
Is it really?
And people actually that work different shifts will share the bed throughout the day because they can't afford the rent solely by themselves and they've got nowhere else to go.
I know flight, pilots and stuff have crash pads.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That, right?
And like, I remember when I actually bought a house in London, this is a long time ago, and I had to get permission to go and view it from literally, it was about 12 people in a 3-bedroomed house.
Whoa.
And,
oh, you mean they were living there?
They were all living there and co-sharing the space because that was the only way they could afford to send any kind of money they were earning from their jobs back to their family.
Good Lord.
So I think honestly, like, I know it sounds crazy,
right.
and I know for a lot of people we're so lucky not to be in that situation, but that's a real thing.
The 12 people in a three bedroom, obviously it's cramped and that is crazy.
Yeah.
But there's a consistency there of the same 12 people. I would think renting your bed to a rando every night would be the
You're putting yourself in a bit of danger there.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's absolutely fair. People have to compromise so much, including their safety, in order to make ends meet. I was responding to the idea of my husband who travels for work.
If you did.
A man coming to my door.
Can you imagine that?
Disappearing into my bedroom and me telling him it's okay, I made money.
I swear we didn't do anything.
That is.
Here's an extra 500.
What I was responding to.
But let me ask you something. People do. Now I think about they rent out their pool, they rent out their extra shed. I mean, rates are going so high. You're sort of whatever you have.
But there's usually like a barrier. The pool is a barrier. Water, the shed. There might be a back entrance. Your bed, the barrier is 6 inches.
Right.
I just think that for safety, that is the biggest
especially for
concern.
women who are doing it, especially.
But imagine, like you said, Erica, the neighbours' curtains will be twitching left, right, and centre if that was the case.
Yeah.
I feel like I go out and announce when people are coming in, and I'm like, well, thank you for coming and fixing the blah, blah, blah. Like everybody's all up in your business. But that is, I mean, when you think about it from that standpoint, of course, it's a very serious thing. But I could see people trying to use this for nefarious purposes.
Totally. And maybe for like a hostel, like maybe you're visiting a spot that's pretty remote in Australia, a remote place where you're all alone. This is getting worse.
Yes.
Never mind.